Well, good morning. We are in Kuala Lumpur, and today we are walking through Perdana Botanical Gardens. It is one of my favorite places in the world to walk and relax and enjoy my morning walks each day, where I kind of get myself going after my in-room workout. And when I come down here to Perdana, my goodness, it's been almost a year now since I've been here. The last time I came to Malaysia, I went through Penang Island. So now I'm back again in beautiful Kuala Lumpur. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to show you the sights, the food, and we're going to have a lot of great conversations from here in Kuala Lumpur. Today, we're going to talk about taking a little bit of risk when you travel. I'm not talking about placing yourself in danger. I'm talking about not having everything just set in stone and going to the exact same situation every time, but kind of stepping outside of that. Seeing if you want to try something new, a new hotel or maybe a new restaurant that you've never been to before. This is part of my travels now for the rest of the years. I want to try new places. I'll admit it, when I was first starting out in this lifestyle, I did the old military adage, which was go to what you know, right? But now I feel a little bit more comfortable to take more risks and try things that I haven't done in the past. And we're going to talk about the value of doing that and the life lessons that go with it. We're also going to get ourselves a great meal, and I am going to show you traveling between the Bangkok hotel that I was at and here, the hotel in Kuala Lumpur. With our conversation, I'm going to show you the travel step by step using railways and using air travel. We've got a lot to cover and a lot to talk about in this video, and we are back in beautiful Kuala Lumpur. Man, it's good to be here. Let's get going. Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go. Oh man, this is a workout. Look at this here. This walkway just goes up, up, up. Woo, that's the angle right there. Oh my word. This Perdana Botanical Gardens is beautiful, and it's a great place to come walk. By the way, most of it over here is level, but for the workout, I'm going up into the sides here where they have nice paved areas to walk, but it's also a good exercise. I want to talk to you about actually taking a little bit more risk with our travels and trying places we don't usually go. You know, life is going to bring risk. And if we shun away from risk, we don't really learn anything, because we have to do something called fail. We have to try something and have it not work. And there's a few ways that I do that so that I know that even when I fail, I'm going to fall forward. If I fall, I want to fall forward. One of the things that I do is I try to pre-book before I go to a new place for like 3 days online. And then I'll look for another place to stay when I'm in that country. That works out pretty well because it gets my boots on the ground. And even if I haven't stayed at that hotel before, I'm only going to be there for 3 days. Take the risk. Try something new. I love this little hotel that I'm staying in. I'm going to show it to you later on in this video. It's not big, it's not fancy, but it has everything, really strong Wi-Fi. It's just what I needed here in Malaysia. And I'm looking already for next places that I'm going to stay in here in Kuala Lumpur. But take the risk, okay? One thing about Southeast Asia is that it's not an unsafe area. So if you find yourself in a situation where you need to actually go look for a hotel late at night or something like that, you can do it safely. I like to take a little bit more risk this year by trying different hotels, different restaurants, and different places in the city. The area that I'm staying in this time in Malaysia, it's a completely different area. And this is what I want for us. This is not the time for us to just keep going with the status quo. Nope, that's not going to work anymore. We need to take a little bit more risk in our life and in our travel and do it safely. And that's how we're going to learn. It's always melancholy leaving Thailand. Here in Bangkok, I stay at the Nana City Hotel, usually for about 3 days. And now I think it's going to be time to kind of look around. Let's see if we can find someplace different. But I don't know. We'll see. This place is so central and it works so well for me. We'll see how it goes. Nana City Hotel. But in this area, there's other hotels too. So we'll keep looking around. $30 a night for that place. Make my way to the BTS, the Nana stop. It's just like a 5-minute walk. It's about $1 to get to the station that's called Phrai Thai, and that is going to be the link that gets you to the airport. It's very easy, and if you have time, you don't have to stress about taking a taxi cab. You just jump on the rail right here at Phrai Thai. That's how you exit, and right over there is the entrance to the airport rail line. This is also going to be about $1, and you make your way towards the airport. It's really a simple system. All the rails are air conditioned, and once I got to the airport, I just used the automatic kiosk, got myself a boarding pass, and I was here at beautiful BKK. Oh my goodness, I love this airport. Things are becoming way more automated now. I got my boarding pass at the kiosk. That used biometrics. The immigration was automated. There was a kiosk to leave immigration. That also used biometrics. Just so you're aware, things are getting, more and more automated. They haven't automated security yet, but I know that in Singapore, they're using basically what's like an MRI machine that scans every item in your bag three-dimensionally. You don't take anything out of your bag. You just put your whole bag in it at once. And it's all AI driven, and it looks at every item that you have in your bag and identifies everything, right down to fingernail clippers. It's incredible. But yeah, things are becoming more automated. That's cool. I pack fewer things this year. Why? It's very possible that I'll show up in some country and realize I need something. I'll find it there. I'm not going to worry about these little things anymore, and I'm removing as much stress as possible from my life. That's part of how minimalism works. And with that comes taking a little bit more risk. Yeah, I might show up somewhere and not have something. Okay, fine, I'll find it. Maybe I show up somewhere and I realize that I should have brought a certain clothing item, or I should have brought something, whatever. I'm not going to stress about these little things. I'm going to travel and enjoy myself. Look at this beautiful water over here. Let me check this out. Hold on. Look at this here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Whew, that's beautiful. This is such a lovely park to walk through. My goodness. I am basically telling myself that it's okay for me to make mistakes. The first few years of full-time travel, and if you've been following the channel, you've seen it. I made plenty of mistakes, and I learned from them. And I think I played it really safe. And again, I am not talking about risking yourself physically. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is play it a little bit more loose. Let's take some risk. Let's stop worrying about making sure we have everything in place all the time. Let's travel to cities and stay in areas we've never been. We kind of know what countries we enjoy, but at the same time, look at what this year's been all about. It's about going through Europe, countries I've never been to, cities I've never been to, all new hotels. Yeah, there's risk involved. And I loved it. And I made all kinds of mistakes through Europe. All through Europe, I made little mistakes here and there that I had to cover for. It was so worth it. That's the key, is that it's worth it. You're gonna learn from failure, so don't fear it. And I'm not telling you to put yourself in a position where you're gonna lose a bunch of money or where you're gonna get physically injured. I'm saying take some risk in travel. Landing in Kuala Lumpur, I'll give you a little heads up on what happened through immigration, and we will make our way to my hotel. Okay, so getting into KLIA. Make sure that you have your arrival card done already. Don't try to do it here, because then you're trying to connect into cellular phone networks or the Wi-Fi here. Have your arrival card done. I'll put right here how to do that, okay? Take screenshots of it too. That way you just have it. And other than that, I tried the automatic kiosk with my passport, but it just didn't work, so I had to go through regular immigration line. That just happens. What are you gonna do? Okay, let's go ahead and we're gonna grab the rail system and take us into town. Once you get into the airport, the signs show you right to the high-speed rail that takes you to the center of Kuala Lumpur.
So depart from platform A once you enter is on your left.
Thank you. The exchange rate is about 5 to 1 right now. This was about 50 of the local currency, so about $10. And what's cool is my hotel is actually just 10-minute walking distance from the KL Central stop, which is outstanding. I love it when things come together like that. This high-speed rail line has high-speed Wi-Fi available as well. That's pretty nice. KL Central is the central train station right here in Kuala Lumpur where all the different lines link up. So how great that you just get dropped off right there. And my hotel is a 10-minute walk going right through the Little India area of Kuala Lumpur. By the way, even at night like this, I'm telling you, all the restaurants are open. It's a place to go. So many different restaurants. Fantastic at night. Little shops that are open, the sights and the sounds. Brickfields is the hotel that I'm staying in. This whole area of Little India is kind of known as the Brickfield area. Small room, but I mean, we're talking, it was like $16 to stay here. Fantastic, just what I need. I have my own private bathroom. That's really all that I ask for is a private bathroom. Nice Wi-Fi, comfortable bed. I have a desk. This is not uncommon as I'm traveling. I find a little room like this for low cost, centrally located, close to everything. You hear those terms like, we will worry about it when we get there. Or we will figure it out. These are common terms that I love. The reason why is because, you know, like with teaching my children growing up, you're not going to be able to solve every problem. You're not. You're going to find yourself in the problem. And you have to be able to adapt and adjust to that situation and fix it. You can't just give up. You have to come up with a plan and solve the problem. That's a big part of being an adult, is to be able to step into a mess and then get yourself out of it. That's a big part of life. And that's kind of the way that I feel about travel now in 2025 and going forward. I'm going to be visiting different countries every year, places I haven't been before. Risky, maybe. Someplace I don't understand fully, absolutely. Now, I come to a place like Kuala Lumpur, and now I'm trying to stay in different hotels and eat at different restaurants, but the reality is, this beautiful city of Kuala Lumpur, whew, I know a lot of it now. I could pretty much come here and stay for like $16 a day and know exactly what restaurants I'm going to eat at and where I'm going to go for entertainment and for my morning walks. But I am purposely putting in some wild cards. That's what I'm talking about. I love trying out the foods as I'm traveling. And if you're planning to travel like this and you find yourself concerned about having travel healthcare insurance, check out the first link in my description. It will give you information on travel healthcare insurance. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. We got a chance to talk about taking a little bit more risk in travel, not on safety, but on just trying things that you haven't done before. And I am one that also needs to do that. We also got a chance to see the trip between Thailand here and Malaysia step by step with all the relevant information to help you on your journey. Are you interested in this lifestyle that I live? Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack? If you are, like and subscribe to the video and come with. This is what we do. If you want to know about the equipment that I carry in that one backpack, there are links in the description for all of that. There's also a link in the description for my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. Okay, we've got a lot more of Kuala Lumpur to see and a lot more Southeast Asia to enjoy throughout the year. We'll talk again soon. Aloha. It was a story of a traveler enjoying himself in a faraway land, seeing the sights, but then it was too late. The ninja cat of Kuala Lumpur. Look at him, a vicious beast, ready to strike. Training with the violent ninjas of Malaysia. No one is safe from the ninja cat of Kuala Lumpur. Here and traveling between the country of Thailand. Okay, I'm gonna start that all over again. Try again. Holy shit. Whoa. Man, I didn't see that step there. I just like busted my butt over here. Woo.